Hey everybody, this is Sheila here with REIKI Healing, and thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this time with you. Whether it's day, evening, or night, it's always wonderful when we can come together and actively work on our healing. So thank you for allowing me to be part of that all with you. Today's video I'm doing during the Mercury retrograde. So many people freak out when they hear the words Mercury retrograde. And for those that don't know what a Mercury retrograde is, it is when the planet Mercury looks like it's going backwards in the sky. And so what tends to happen is energetically we may have issues with communication, we may have issues with technology, travel, things like that. And so many people just kind of have a bad day and blame it on, oh my God, it's Mercury retrograde, or they want to kind of hide out in a cave and not come out until it's passed. But there's no reason for that. I want to remind you that you make the choices, right? You are the one who chooses how to interpret the energy, how to work with the energy. And so for me, I like to really pull in on the idea of Mercury retrograde having higher aspects, right? Having positive things that we can work with. And so that's what this is going to be all about today, okay? So again, thank you for all the follows. Thank you for all the sharing, all the likes. Thank you for everything that you all do. It is much appreciated. So continue. Love the feedback. It allows me to know what to do and what to maybe do less of or more of. So thank you so much. Continue. Keep liking it, sharing it. Hit the little bell there to subscribe. It always helps. So thank you so much. So go ahead and get yourself comfortable. Whatever that is for you, whether you are lying down, whether perhaps you want to sit in a chair or on the couch or on some cushions, maybe you're just listening and being active, and that's perfectly okay too. The whole idea behind these distance Reiki sessions is for you to pick up energetically the benefits of Reiki, the healing aspects of the energy coming to you distantly. So even if you're not here with me right now in the office on this day, time, and now, it is still beneficial. It will still reach you in the perfect time and the perfect allowance of what you need, right? And so I'm going to begin by lighting some Palo Santo. And again, it's not just the Reiki that comes to you. It's just the idea, the awareness that everything that I use today, the Palo Santo, oops, lots of crystals. Palo Santo, the crystals, the oils, everything that we use is for your highest and best good, and you are able to connect with it. Right? Us lovely human earthlings like to think of time as linear. It's just going straight across, and it's not really like that, from my understanding anyway, right? But, hold on to whatever is true for you. I'm just going to begin by making sure that you're breathing deeply first. You want to bring in big breaths into the chest, pulling your shoulders back and opening up your heart and allowing beautiful life-giving oxygen. And breathing in slowly and releasing deeply. I'm just going to go over each of the chakras here, the 7 main ones, and allowing you to have that smudge within your energy, okay? I still use this. I do have an oil for Palo Santo that I love, love, love. And I've thought about eliminating this, but it's a practice that I just love doing, and I think that you guys love it too. So I will continue with that until I'm guided to not, right? And let's see. So speaking, you know what? I'm going to use this one. I'm going to use release today, right? So as I was saying before, Mercury retrograde is a time that some people freak out, want to hide, don't want to come out of their homes, basically just consider it a time period where everything's going to go awry and nothing's going to come out right. And that's not the case. For me, I like to think of a Mercury retrograde as a time where we can refocus our energies on things that have occurred in the past. Maybe we left some unfinished business. Maybe we need to readdress some aspects of our own lives or some kind of history that we've gone through. Maybe there's some resurfacing or reoccurring patterns that keep coming up that you need to address and heal. And Mercury retrograde is the perfect time to do that in. So the oil today I'm going to use is Release. And oil, this is a powerful one. So if you have this, go ahead and take a second, run and grab the Release oil from Young Living. It's all I use, so you know. If you don't have it, it's okay. You will still be able to benefit from the properties energetically. These are used by me because I love the energy of them. There are many wonderful reasons to use oils. If you're going to use essential oils, please be very aware of what you're putting around the air in your home, what you're putting around on your body. There's only a handful of oils that I would put on my actual body. Oh, wow. And Young Living is used because the energy that I feel working with these are unlike anything else. Right? And so we're just going to begin. Release is just like the name says. It is tapping into the frequency to allow you to work on and to release any blockages you may have, any old beliefs, any hang-ups, any kind of patterns that are no longer needed, right? And so that's why we use this oil. If there are blockages, emotions that we need to let go of, using Release helps us to focus our intent and tap into that frequency. And so I'm just sending some Reiki. And just a reminder that Reiki is sent to you throughout the entire video. It works through the oil, it works through the smudges, it works through the crystals that I use, all in the hopes and knowledge that it reaches you for your highest and best good and that you're open to receive. And that's all you need to do, is just be open. Just allow the energies come to you. Breathing in deeply and releasing. So let's see. I want to use some selenite. I love selenite. I have lots of selenite. This is a good one. It's got lots of ridges. Right, and selenite has many wonderful properties that we can use it for. Today we're using it for the purposes of cleansing our energy. And it's always very important to cleanse and clear your energy before you start any kind of energy healing. You don't want any kind of outside influences, and you want to be sovereign in your space when you are working on healing. Go, just kind of over the crown chakra, and it's for the third eye. Just allowing that Reiki energy to work through the crystal. Bring it into the throat chakra. Bringing it into the higher heart. And into the heart chakra. Breathing in deeply here. Right, breathing in. And releasing, allowing selenite to work within the solar plexus, down into the sacral, into the root, and I want to do a little bit of a focus on the Earth Star chakra. And I'm not going to go much into that now. I've done other videos about it. And we'll do more. That's one of the chakras that I work with a lot, as is the higher heart. So a quick little description, the Earth Star chakra is below your physical body, it is below your feet, and it works to anchor in any high vibrational energies that may be coming to us, that we may be holding in our energetic fields. So it's like a super root chakra, if you will. And so the reason I want to focus here with that is Mercury retrograde being of a galactic nature, and its influence for us here on Earth is prominent for those that are affected by it. And so even though we are focusing upon the higher vibrations of Mercury retrograde, I want to be able to pull in and ground and anchor in your energy with the higher vibrations into the earth to kind of super ground you, right? And so that's what we're doing here. Just bringing focus into the earth star. And so you may begin to feel some tingling bottoms of your feet, or just have an awareness, or may not feel anything at all, and that's okay. That is the intention that we are sending, right? Here we go. And another thing too with Mercury retrograde, I feel it's really important to ground. When we are vibrating all up in the crown chakra and we're much floaty or flighty, it's much more difficult to reread things or to focus on the tasks that we have at hand. And so Mercury retrograde, if you're doing any kind of signing of contracts, some people say not to do that during a Mercury retrograde. And sometimes it's unavoidable. We have, lives that we have to live, and there's no reason to run and scream because some kind of planetary aspect is happening or hitting us in a way. We learn to work within it, right? We learn to reach for and bring in the higher aspects of it, and then work within that. And so when you are having to take care of business or phone calls or communication during a travel, a Mercury retrograde, or the pre-shadow or after shadow, just take a few extra moments. Just really take those extra time and read what you're signing, or make sure all your travel arrangements are in line with what you need. Just give it like a overcheck, a second look or a third look, if you will. And then there's no reason to run screaming. We should be doing that anyway. We should be always mindful of the things that we're signing, mindful of our plans that we're making, mindful of how we are speaking to others and how we're receiving the information that they are trying to give to us. And so Mercury retrograde is the perfect time to really bring your awareness into being mindful of how you're communicating, written, verbal, over technology, right? So what I'm using here is black kyanite. It's actually a peacock kyanite. So you can see in the center here, it kind of broke off a little bit, but it's okay, I still have the piece. It's black kyanite that has been infused with titanium. And this one, if you watched my videos before, you've seen this one a couple times. I like to use this one on my journeys, my meditation journeys. It is a wonderful tool to really kind of send you out there when you're ready for that kind of thing, or if you're doing that now, you may want to get a little piece. It really does help. It is a wonderful catalyst to send you on your journey. But also, again, because I find that cosmic connection with this, I wanted to use this to help us cleanse and clear and ground our energy. And so that's the property of black kyanite, is to really bring in the balancing and the grounding of our energies into our beautiful planet, right? And it's really cool to look at. So we're just going to send some beautiful Reiki to you now, working with the vibration, the crystal. And so Again, you may feel this deep in within your root chakra or your star. You may feel some tingling on a physical sensation, right? There we go. It just helps to ground us in. There we go. Keeping us aligned and keeping our energy grounded and clear. Allowing the Reiki energy to do what it does so beautifully, effortlessly. So let me use just one more for the grounding. Hematite, which you see on this side, maybe I'll see a little bit better. It's a little piece of this, a reflection in the reflection. Hematite is probably one of the first stones that I've used years and years ago. So it's a very good stone for grounding. I also like it for shielding when necessary. Although I may not shield in the same manner that I used to many years ago, it's a valuable tool. And sometimes you are in a frequency or you're in a little vortex of energy that's maybe a little more drama filled than you're used to. You know, maybe you have some people in your tribe that, bless their hearts, still, you know, activate a gossipy kind of frequency, or they're always having something happen to them. They're very, you know, drama filled, if you will. And that's okay. It is okay. It is their path. It is your path to help them or to be on it with them and experiencing this. Hematite seems to keep the drama to a minimum. It tends to keep you shielded from it, so it's not so, you don't get caught up in it. I'll say it like that. You just don't get caught up in the drama that may be surrounding you, right? And again, many times people, and our beautiful, lovely earthlings that we are, humans, freak out because it's Mercury retrograde, and so that's drama. We don't need to be in that or address that. Not that it doesn't affect people differently. It's okay if it does. But we just want to have our focus for this video to reach for and anchor in to the higher aspects of this time, right? And so if we need to shield a little bit from some drama, it's okay. Just bringing that in, allowing that to work. You can see a beautiful mirrored like shield or sheen to it, right? So many times you can connect with the energy of the crystal, and if you're trying to be visual in your shielding or protection, you just place hematite all around you and it kind of mirrors back. And so you just kind of saying, not here, not right now, no thank you. There we go. Just allowing that to really pull your energy in and kind of washing over you like a layer of protection. Right? And I have lots of crystals for this one today. I had more, but I had to limit it because there's so much to talk about with the Mercury retrograde. This is a little piece of Amazonite. Amazonite is wonderful to have on you in your home or your workplace. It tends to bring in a vibration of peace and harmony. It works well with keeping your areas free of chaos. Right? It allows people to work well together. And so, again, that's another higher aspect of the Mercury retrograde, when we're able to rise above the chaos that some may feel and really be in a zone of, I got this. Right? You're aware of it. It's okay. You're not going to freak out if your phone has to be rebooted or your laptop crashes or something. Okay, great. Just get it fixed. Right? Brings calm. And it also will help to, when that laptop does crash, or if it crashes, helps to align you with the people who are going to help you the best. There we go. And so it's really important, again, during a Mercury retrograde to not fall into the cycle of, oh my gosh. And you just want to be really peaceful and graceful and harmonious with the events that are happening. Go ahead and breathe that in also. Big breaths. Okay, just one more. Just quickly. A little Labradorite. I don't know if you can see it very well on that side. Let's go over here. Here we go. Some Labradorite. And this is a wonderful stone. I love using this one, this stone on for everything really, but for communication. Placing it on the throat chakra, it helps. And again, Mercury retrograde is all about communication, so you want to be mindful. You want to come from the highest possible vibration when you're communicating your thoughts or ideas or information. You want to come from a heart space. Labradorite is wonderful for connecting to your intuitiveness, your psychic abilities. So I just find it's a very good stone to keep on you as a way to remind you, or to help keep you in a frequency of assistance that supports you during Mercury retrogrades, so you don't fall prey to the chaos of it. And you stay in those higher vibrations throughout it, and understand that they are there for a purpose, and there are beautiful things that can happen during the Mercury retrograde. Okay. Remember, you choose. You can choose to be in a Mercury retrograde and freak out. And please don't get me wrong, it's happened to me a few times. Some different planetary aspects will affect me differently than others. And so probably about a year ago, I had one of the Mercury retrogrades that happened. It was 2 years ago. It was a little difficult for me. It was eye-opening, I'll say that. But once I did a meditation and tapped into the energy, was able to see the higher side of it and what was being shown to me. So there's always a brighter side, and you choose to find that, or we choose to struggle and fight against it. But when you embrace it, you just go with the flow. You find amazing things that happen. Okay? And so for those that are wanting to stay in the energy, please feel free to do so. Stay here as long as you'd like. Continue to be basking in this beautiful Reiki energy, aligning and attuning your own energy to let this Mercury retrograde happen a little bit easier for you. Okay? And for those that are ready to come on back, there we go. Slowly bring yourself back into the room, and bringing more of a physical awareness now. And when you're ready, go ahead, open your eyes. Breathing slowly, breathing deeply, knowing that everything that transpired was for your highest and best good. And again, thank you so much for allowing me to be part of this time with you. And if you haven't subscribed already and you like this, please go ahead and hit that bell and subscribe. It helps so much. So thank you. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.